Hello and welcome back once again for another edition of the vlog. This being for November 15th, 2012. First and foremost, you may see that The Sims 3 has returned. We've officially kicked off again with The Sims 3 seasons, so we will have a playthrough on some of that stuff. We will probably have, kind of hard to put a number of episodes on it because I don't know how it's going to go, but each episode will go through a storyline. We'll probably highlight some things in The Sims 3 seasons about what's in the expansion, how's it work, you know, what's going on. So it's kind of like a little bit of a mix and match between a story and an explanation. So yeah, it's kind of an interesting kind of series. So that's the kind of cool part about it. We get a lot of people who've come in, and we've had a lot of people really miss the series while it was on hiatus. It went on hiatus at the end of September. It was out for a month, and it came off once Sims 3 seasons had come out. As a matter of fact, it came out the day after, which was the 14th. But it's great to have it back. A lot of people have really responded now that it came back, so that was really cool to see that people were like, hey, awesome. Anyway, moving on. Borderlands 2 footage. Unfortunate to say, we've lost a video. So the next video in the series, which I think is episode 20, that's going to be a little bit of a time lapse. The original episode 20, nobody kind of knows what happens with that. I don't know. I thought I had it out. I know I made it out. The wife don't know what happened. Anyone on a PC doesn't know what happened. So when something goes wrong, that's how it usually goes. No one ever knows what happens. So I'm not trying to place blame. Don't get me wrong. At this point, it went missing. It cannot be found, so we'll have to move right along and have a new episode 20. So if you watch Borderlands 2 footage, don't be too shocked or surprised. It's going to be a little bit different. You're going to see a big time lapse here, so just giving you guys a heads up on that part. I apologize in advance for that. I wish it wasn't so, because it kind of ruins the storyline we've had going with that. But yeah, it's going to be a little bit different when you see the next episode. Minecraft episodes. Trying to get more of those out soon. We have a variation. We have Minecraft Season 2. We have Technic Minecraft. And trying to mix it up a little bit. Trying not to have one variety that gets a little bit more too much coverage. I know Season 2 tends to get played more because it's more fresher, more up to date, and you see more mods going on with it. But trying to get a little bit of a mixture in there so that way it don't get too one-sided. Which brings me up to the next thing, is you're going to start seeing a little bit more mixing up of the uploads. We always tend to kind of put out the Minecraft episode, usually have like one Minecraft episode a day. So with The Sims 3 coming back, and with the new series of Power Leveling Pandaren, it's been kind of a mix. You haven't seen as much Minecraft daily as you have with like certain other things. So right now, I'm not trying to say the schedule's going to be changing a lot. If anything, it has been changing a lot because of the way time slots have been done. Usually I had episodes coming at like 2 and 4 each day, 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. that is. So I want to get back to schedules being released at that time frame. Right now it's a little bit of a jumble, but we're going to get that fixed. But yeah, as for like series, we've kind of gotten a little bit of a mix-up right about now, and I kind of like having it like every other day. I think it gives each series its airtime. It gives it its, you know, it gives its proper due, I should say. So by doing that, it feels like everyone's actually getting their fair share. I've had a lot of people come here for Minecraft and stick around for other video series. It's kind of cool. A lot of people came for the Minecraft and were like, you know what, that Sims 3 series, that's actually kind of entertaining. It's kind of informative. It's kind of interesting. Borderlands 2, a little bit, but you get the idea. So they've come for one thing, and they've been kind of pleasantly surprised by the other. Next up we have is the podcast. The next due date for the podcast, since I want to do it Fridays, will be Black Friday after Thanksgiving. So I've already started working on content for that. I'm not going to say much. I don't want to ruin the surprise, but you know, each podcast will have its own thing. It'll have its own question that viewers or listeners will be asked. So it will have its own set of interactions. It'll have its own news, and it will have its own feedback. But yes, the next air date will be the Friday after Thanksgiving here in the States. So it will be that Black Friday, which is November 23rd. It will come out on, it will be on podcast, definitely. You can get it on iTunes. You go on there and search for Game Shift. It will be gotten, I mean, you can get it on the feed from the actual Twitter, from our actual Facebook pages. Go ahead and check those out. You'll get it from there, as well as our video on YouTube. So there is a variation of places where you can actually get a hold of this podcast. Just have to have a flavor you like, and just go ahead and get it. Another thing I was actually thinking about doing is going back and doing another retro replay. And I really thought about doing something like Super Mario RPG or something. I have the Wii up here, and nothing set in stone. Just kind of an idea I'm kind of playing with right now. So, yeah, it's something on the back burner. I kind of wanted to do Assassin's Creed 3, even though a lot of people are doing it. I've always been a big Assassin's Creed fan. So, once again, that's one of those things that are kind of there. Do I do retro? Do I do an Assassin's Creed 3? It's something that could possibly happen. Another potential video that I've also sat down and I actually started doing like a write-up for is a video on how to increase traffic to your YouTube page. I've talked to some people who've like actually thought about doing something like that. They've like wanted to actually know how to increase traffic to their page. When I started doing this channel, I actually was only getting like 20 to 30 views. And when I actually started doing this, I guess on maybe a part-time, full-time basis back in March, I was only getting like 20, 30 views a day. So there was a lot of work involved, and there's also like a lot of work to maintain those views. So I'm thinking about doing a video about that, and kind of helping a few people out and trying to show them how I went ahead and got my views up and how to actually maintain those views. Now, speaking about retro Wii and I guess retro Let's Plays and all, the Wii U is actually coming out this upcoming Sunday, or is it Sunday or whatever? It's November the 18th, which I guess would be a Sunday, or is it the 19th? Either way, it's coming out soon, and the question is, will you be getting one? There's probably going to be a little bit of a mass hype about it. I think the base model, which I did a video on, or I did in a podcast, was $299 American dollars. The advanced model was $350 American dollars. So with that, how many people will be getting one? It's kind of interesting to see. So Nintendo gets the drop on the next gen of systems. They're getting theirs coming up next, within a matter of a few days. If you will be getting one or not, who knows? But here we go again. 'Tis the season to be rushing around. Also, I would like to say, I've already made this announcement before, but I'll make it again. I will be attending this year's MagFest that's being held down in National Harbor. It's in D.C., kind of like in that Maryland, Virginia line deal. I think it's more in Virginia. But I will be attending. Don't really know on what capacity yet this year, if I'm going to be there for a couple of hours, or if I'll be staying down there in the hotel yet. Those details are currently trying to be hammered out, so we'll see how that goes. But if you see me there hanging around, you'd have to know what I look like. So hopefully I want to get more videos out on my personal appearance so you can see what I look like. But if you see me there, don't be afraid to come up and say hi and just BS about some stuff you'd like to BS about. But yes, I will be there. How many days? Don't know yet. I'd like to do at least 2 days at least. And I would like to actually have it set up in the hotel so I can just walk down from my room to the lobby. But anyway, that's going to pretty much do it for this week's vlog. I hope you found it informative. If so, please give it a thumbs up. Leave any questions, comments, or suggestions down below in the comment area. If you would like something answered on air, just leave it down below in a question mark, and I'll try to get it in next week's vlog. or you can go ahead and send me a question via the email that's in the video. I would love to hear from you. Same way, it'll be in next week's vlog. So have yourself a wonderful day, and if not, then just simply fake it. I'll see you again next time.